Hello, hello. Welcome to Audio Addiction. Is your boy Brandon. Thank you for hanging. Thank you for chilling. Of course, my computer chooses the most optimal time to update my computer here. And then you got to get kicked out of Twitch after that too. So it's a rite of passage here. But if you have missed out or you don't check out the lives, come hang out live. It's great. I at least have one sort of issue live at some point. So, um, very cool. I have at least one like problematic thing that happens live. Hopefully that will be my only issue for tonight, but we will find out. But yeah, come hang out. Would love to see you. Would be really sick. But thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. I wanted to also give a shout out to um, Mars, who recently joined the Discord. Thank you, Mars. Appreciate you. Um, Very stoked to hang. But yeah, also massive shout outs to Harmony. They won our wheel last month. Actually, I guess technically this month. I'm a month ahead. But very excited. They have chosen to do and team again. We are checking out the newest MV, and we're also checking out a live performance from them. So very excited. I would also like to give a preface to people that are subbed up on the Patreon. Everything should be updated there. I think everything even up to shout outs to No Santa. We've had a lot of a lot of winners this past month. They had chosen to do Brown Eyed Girls. So that is up. So everything currently right now should be up to date. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's been out for like a month now. So check out Patreon if you want to be up to date on what's going on. So very, very stoked. Other than that, I think that's all the like catching up I need to do for you guys. I think this should be pretty much it. So appreciate y'all for sticking around. Harmony says it's been a night so far. Yes, it has been. It has been. But we are here. I did it. So Kaylee Kala, hello. Very stoked. Gunky, hello. Biscuit says Biscuit says hello. Kala says let's go. Uni says heyo, let's go. Hardy says not gonna lie, I feel a bit bad since I've not been able to be around much because of classes, but I'm gonna also enjoy it. Yeah, listen, everyone's got a life, you know. I was supposed to stream Saturday, but I haven't really had some time off, so it was nice to take a little bit of a nice little breather, So appreciate it. And then Wednesday, final thing to wrap it up. Wednesday, come through, and if you haven't already, please get your final things in for the Halloween stream. I'm probably going to make the playlist tomorrow, and what I mean by probably, I absolutely am going to make the playlist tomorrow. So get your last minute picks in. And if you feel festive, feel free to dress up. I will be donning some attire, so come through. Would love to hang out. But yeah, we have a Halloween stream on Wednesday since I will not be here Friday. So stoked. Connie, hello. Jazz says hi y'all. Just be lurking tonight. Hey, that's all right. So all right. Well, without further ado, I feel like we should start off with the newest one, which I have not checked out. This is Anteam's Back to Life, which looks like it came out literally 15 hours ago. So very stoked. Gunky is excited for Halloween stream as well. That is going to be sick. I am also stoked for that as well. So Andy, hello. Thank you. Callis says, yeah. This is sick. Connie says, oh my god, I've been obsessed with this. And Harmony says it's their Korean debut. Ooh, very nice. All right, let's go. Let's get into it.
They called me a monster. Am I a monster?
I had a feeling. I always check. All right. Oh. Thank you, Connie. Interesting. Giving Spider-Man 3. Oh, I like that vocal effect. Sick. Interesting. This. I hope this isn't working. Interesting. Okay. I didn't think that's where it was gonna end. That's interesting. Interesting. I'm curious. I'm gonna have to check the rest of this out. This is Team Back to Life. If you're hanging out, we are checking out a bunch of Team. Well, not a bunch of Team. We are checking out more of Team tonight. So very nice. Very nice. Let's see what we got here. Kala says Maki's new hair is everything. Connie says the envy scared me though. I could see for sure. Kala says I adore the post apocalyptic slash monster concept. So this is perfect. And Connie, thank you for the subs. I changed that over and worked like magic. Harney says EJ is eating up this CB for sure. Come back. Connie says love this scene, so beautiful yet but scary. And for real, I made a Sam Raimi shout outs to the OGs who know Spider-Man 3 a classic, you know. Harmony says it kind of harkens back to the scene in Warcry. Okay. I think I do remember some of their MVs, so that's cool. And then the rest of the album drops in the morning. Hey, okay. Very nice, very nice. I always find it interesting that they're on like a Tuesday drop timeline. I feel like it's always like most commonly like music in Western size thing would be more acquainted to a Friday release, but love to see it. Love to see it. Harmony says it's been referenced to Venom a lot too. LOL. I'll post a pic on the Discord if anyone is interested. Yeah, I had a feeling like very symbiotic or the symbiote. I also I was not to. I mean, I've already aged myself before on this show, and I probably will continue to age myself. But like the Spider-Man 3 with like Tobey Maguire, but also I know more currently, uh, you know, the Venom series, of course, as well too. But I like this a lot. I think I would go back and listen to this. I feel like I'm also very curious in terms of like the album. I feel like they do a really good job because after we initially covered An Team, I did go through and listen to, I did go through and listen to it. So I always try to do my best to check out these albums, especially after we've done them. So I appreciate that a ton. And I will definitely go and listen to this one tomorrow during my work day because I get to listen to a little bit of music in my earbuds. So I will definitely be giving this one a spin. But I definitely like this. I love again, I love kind of the vibe of this. I think they kind of really like there's like a guitar, like a distorted guitar sound in the back that kind of gives it more of like a rock, like borderline kind of, I wouldn't say metal, but definitely more in that sort of rock, hard rock maybe category, which is cool. And I've noticed that more currently within like the K-pop space of music. I know it's not like the most common thing now, but I do appreciate kind of the sonic awareness of that. And I think they've always done traditionally a very good job of incorporating guitar work. So, I felt like this was just again another really great addition to that. The vocals were really cool. I like the kind of like vocal effects that they use on their voice. Like I can't tell if it's like either really filtered or like has or kind of filtered and has like a little bit of auto tune, but I feel like it's tastefully done. Usually I feel like auto tune can like either make or break a song, but I felt like in this sort of instance, I liked how they utilized it, and they utilized it in more of a melodic way. So that was really cool. The production on it was definitely a lot more like full. It's hard to kind of I feel like elate in some ways, but I feel like their productions felt like a lot fuller than I would imagine some of their other material that we've gone through and listened to. It just sounded like it had like a big wall of sound, which I appreciate. But I did like how their voices kind of cut in and out of that mix. It did feel very intentional. So that was really neat as well. But yeah, I feel like this one would flow really well in the concept of the album. I'd imagine it would probably be a mini album if I had to guess. So I'll have to check this one out. I really enjoy this. I feel that in past I've enjoyed a lot of the actual B-sides of Anteam, and that's not to discredit the title tracks. There are some phenomenal title tracks that I've really loved from Anteam, but I feel like the meat and potatoes, man, is just some of those B-sides. They've got some really good ones. So I'm excited to see if I have a favorite that stands out to me on their new release. But yeah, this was great. This is a great start. Definitely like a little bit more again on the darker concept, but I also think as well as that, I like the way that it kind of has more of that like minor key, like dark edge to it. I thought that was really cool. And that's not only, I think, speaking for the MV, but also for the musicality of the song too. So I wonder if this is just a darker release for them. Um, and I'm very curious to see where they take it. So this is a great Korean debut. I think I know they released this is might be one of the first things that they've released in uh their Korean discography. So let me just double check. Yes, it's their Korean debut. Okay, cool. Um, very nice, very nice. Let's see. Got some comments here. Gunky says Audrey Brent. That factual. Squishy, thanks for hanging. Or Viv, I don't know what you go by, but let me know. Hi, I'm here for the first time for Anteam. Thanks to Harmony. Oh, very nice. Thank you for coming to hang out. Hopefully you enjoy the fam here. They're great. So, Connie says, "I got you, Brandon. I haven't seen the new Spider-Man movies, so I got your reference. I've seen both. My girlfriend is a huge like loves Tom Hardy, so I feel like she was. I wouldn't have probably watched them on my own, but she loves those movies, so I did watch them. So they're good. I enjoyed them. Harvey says Anteam seems to always have good guitar backing. I would agree. They've got a good squad for sure, for sure. So and it's 6 tracks. Okay, very cool. Thank you, Harmony. Viz says thank you all. I will be listening in for the first time. Well, for the time being, since I'm on my way home from work. Hey, let's go. Let's go. And lore wise, it seems to be running darker, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm curious. I feel like and team has been really good with like this the lore and storyline aspects of it, so I'd be curious if that continues to be the theming as they go further, or if they step away from it, come back to it. Would be really interesting to see. So Gunky says the newer Spider-Man movies are better to me. Hey, you know what? Listen, that's fair. I get it. I feel like I'll always have a soft spot for Tobey Maguire. That's not as a tangent or anything, but I feel like he's the first, you know what I mean? So I feel like to me it's always I always remember him as Spider-Man no matter what. So very sick. If you like Ant Team, we did a whole deep dive on them, so go check it out. But all right. To preface, I feel like Harmony has some information here to provide me, so I'm stoked to read it off here. Sarah says, I mean, and team were being werewolves is also like that's fair. That's fair. Hey, respect. All right. So Harmony says for the upcoming concert, the first half is special stages followed by some variety/game content. Then some of their own songs with a band backing. Ooh. Kay said that he really wanted to have a live band whenever possible since it matches their voices so well. I would agree. Gunky says, I really like the original 2, but 3, not so much. Hey, you know what? Fair. Fair. You know? I respect that. But I also am I feel like a little bit biased. But very nice. Again, big salutes to Harmony. I'm getting my player up here, so hopefully it connects over. Harmony says it's their 3rd anniversary celebration concert. Okay, let's see. Okay, the audio is there. I should have probably tried this before, but we are still here. God. Let's see. I am gonna do something different. Let's see. If not, you can. Oh, nope, that's not it either. Okay. This is why you need to try things before you actually go live. That's the magic. Okay, media source. Let's see if that works. And all right, let's see. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'll be honest, chat. I cannot hear this, so this is gonna be fun for all. Let's see. Oh God. Local file. Okay. I don't know why I can't hear it though. That's weird. Okay. Let me see what I can do here. Y'all could hear it though, right? Like if I play this, you can hear it, right? I cannot. So that's okay. Oh God. All right. I got it. I think I can do it. We've got this. We got it. I think I can do this. I'm gonna work my magic here. I'm gonna turn off. Is it coming from? Yeah, it's coming from this one. Okay. I will turn yours off so I can still. Yep. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. It's gonna be weird, but we're gonna do it. All right. I think we've got it. The magics of doing this. Okay. That's cool. Let me know if the volume's too loud, chat. I'll pause it here because I gotta get lined up exactly. So, appreciate y'all bearing with me here. Let's see. All right. We'll do one more. Hopefully there's another song and I'll pause after that. All right.
Yeah, 인간의 수적 여러 배 I don't care 발자국 그 수적 여러 배 여러 개 장어있는 것들 새끼 여러 개 여러 개 심어 죽였어 헤이 여러 개 Full business 핵심 소리 business 핵심 많지 까지 많지 두량이 아주 많지 마이 번지 오케이 말 똑같아 대충 오케이 미안해 비우고 미안해 보고 아들이 너무 잘 나가서 미안해 엄마 배신했죠 네가 못해줬고 우리 경서 두개 없어 보도 아들이 너가 좀 놀랐다고 두 개가 아무다면 못했어 Did you see my bag? Did you see my bag? 커피들로 백이 가득해 How you think about that? How you think about that?
Nice. Look how he switched it up.
내 글자 사플 그저 Once upon a time 이슬 부어 fly 이 현실을 봐라 지금 주고 돌아 행복 이번에 오늘 날아가 비행기 명시 가는 사 Yeah mother mountain Yeah mother boy 우리의 손타지 Bang drop bang DJ 심각해 DJ 심각해 좁혀주는 내기 가득해
Drummer is going nuts. Wow. All right. Very cool. I'll pause here because I feel like I always interject within a couple songs when we did our CN Blue live concert thing. So, um, couple comments here. Let's see what we got. Everyone was hyped. Um, Harmony says the high notes they can hit are insane. I will say they are. I feel like there are a few guys groups that I would like to see live. I feel like Team is definitely on that list of groups that if they have an opportunity to come over here or have, obviously I'm sure they will come over here again. I feel like they would be a group to see live that I'd like to see. So, everyone was stoked. Callous is such a good song. Harmony says though, I think I prefer Wolf Type as a B-side. That's fair. Harmony says during this performance, Nico sprained his ankle, so if you see him not dancing so hard, that's why. That's fair. Kala says BTS okay. Sarah says hell yeah, mic drop. That was cool. I thought their rendition was sick. Harmony says they have not toured in the U.S. yet, but we're hoping. That would be sick. That would be sick. Shout out to Anteam. Anteam comes to the States. That'd be rad. I feel like this is like anytime that I've seen like and this is not to obviously, this is for me to kind of throw them amongst the other groups, but as well as that, I feel like I'll give them their flowers certainly as well. But I feel like anytime that I watch like a concert performance of any group, I'm just like, damn, I need to see this group live. Like, here's my credit card so I can be financially irresponsible, And I feel that with Team, just seeing them perform, they have so much energy. Like you can tell that they really enjoy being up on stage. They enjoy performing. And like obviously I've seen some variety content and I've seen other live videos of them and they just seem like, they really enjoy performing. Obviously, hopefully they are still getting the rest and the time that they need to heal. Because I know K-pop can be rigorous in terms of their not only touring schedule, but as well as like their health as well. So hopefully they're getting a good amount of health and, a good amount of time for their own personal sake. But I will say they have given me a very convincing argument to, in the hopefully foreseeable future to see them perform live. Because the first song, I'm not entirely sure what the first song was. If I missed it, I'm like about a few seconds behind from like the video that you guys see on screen and the one that I'm literally watching the same thing, but I'm trying to time them up well so I can look at them at the same time. But I feel like they're so in tune, right? Hardy says first song was Wolf at win, lose, or fight. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I did really like the first song a lot. I think that kind of maybe it's just because we just listened to their new MV, but it does carry over a lot of those dark traits that I like. So I thought that was really cool. Also, they're like, got to give a kudos to their live band. Their live band's incredible. I hope that they tour with them, internationally at some point because they were great. They're like spot on. There's a lot of cool moments where like the band got to do their own thing and you love to see it. So I really appreciate that when like K-pop groups just let the like groups obviously like do their thing certainly, but I feel like a live band element of it is just so phenomenal and it seems like they have a talented crew that was doing the music for them on this stage. And I probably could speak for future songs that I'm going to be listening to, but I just like, damn, this is so good. But I really enjoyed that song a lot. I think that it was performed live super well. The second song was also really, really damn catchy. I really enjoyed that one. The mic drop cover I feel like was awesome. I like that they made it like a little bit more like hard rock metal adjacent. I thought that was really sick. You could tell that there's like a little bit of like angst to it, which I appreciate. They've got like a lot of vocal grit, which I'm kind of surprised about. but that was really cool in this in Mic Drop specifically. I feel like you could hear it a little bit more, um, given some like light rest in peace DMX vibes, Um, but I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I have enjoyed a lot of their discography. I feel like it's to me like I feel like I kind of go in spurts with like K-pop. My girlfriend and I were literally talking about it today. But like we'll go through moments of like, oh, we'll listen to this group or we'll go and listen to this group, and like it's always very interesting for me to go back and revisit some of these groups just because I really enjoy their music. I've enjoyed all of the groups we've covered for the most part. So, it's fun to see these songs in kind of a different light as well too. But I don't know. I haven't had a favorite yet. I mean, I feel like they're all really good. Like it's gonna be I definitely feel like it's gonna be a difficult night for me in terms of these songs, but they have been performed super well live. So definitely stoked. Let's see. Connie says, I hope they come to Latin America one day. I really want to see them live. I hope so as well for you, Connie. Harmony says, I was financially irresponsible with their albums. Hey, that's fair. Respect. Calla says, whenever that song comes on in my car with other people in it, I dread the I'm a werewolf part. That's great. Harvey says, it's so cheesy. I love it. The second song was Run Wild. I did see that. I just momentary lapse of memory there. So Sally, hello, thank you for coming through. But very nice, very nice. I'm gonna try to be a little ahead, I think, potentially. So I don't know where we're at here. We're okay. I think I'm close. So we're gonna rock. Let's get it. I could have paused here. Man, I really missed out.
Yo. Let make some noise. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. The way you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know. You don't know.
I love K-pop.
You saw what I can see. You understand why I want you so desperately. Right now I'm looking at you and I can't believe you don't know. You don't know you're beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful.
Oh my god.
So come on. You got it right. To prove I'm right, I put it in a I don't know why. You're being shy. And turn away when I'm looking to your eyes. Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you. Let's go. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets
They're singing it very well, which I shouldn't be surprised, but
you don't know. You don't know you're beautiful. You saw what I can see. You understand why I want you so desperately. Right now I'm looking at you and I can't believe you don't know. You don't know you're beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. Na 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 na. Put your hands up, yo. Na 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 na. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else.
sorry, it's somebody put my hands up, so I do.
The way you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You know you're beautiful. You light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. The way you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know.
Not the lyrics scrolling on the back of the video. I love that. I feel like I shouldn't be surprised because I feel like most K-pop shows do covers, so I should have seen this one coming, honestly.
皆さん楽しんでますか You don't know that you're beautiful どうでしたかはいありがとうございますちょっと皆さん今日の雰囲気めちゃめちゃいいですね Make some noise! わーこれはやっぱ半分に分けなきゃですねじゃあ1階の皆さんここで分けようかなここで分けてで2階3階4階の皆さんここで分けますじゃあこっちの皆さんからいこうかな皆さん もっともっと声出せますよねいいね、
Okay.
じゃあいきますよこっち側のルネの皆さん Make some noise!
I'll find a good place to stop if
すごい
need be,
うるさいいい意味でじゃあこっち側の皆さんいきますよ皆さん負けちゃダメですよ負けてらんないですよねいきますよこっちのルネの皆さん叫べ
Thank you,
最
Army.
高ですもうこのまま次の曲いっちゃいたいです今回の演で本当にこれが最後の公演になるんですけど本当に長い間みんなで話し合ったり本当に一生懸命作り上げた舞台なので、
Okay.
皆さんも
Cool.
これから
Thank you,
も
Army.
もっともっと楽しんでいただきたいなと思いますじゃあここからは
Oh.
僕一人で一曲歌わせていただきます聴いてください All That Matters
Ooh.
Oh, oh, just as sure as the stars in the sky I need you to shine in my life Not just for a meanwhile, for a long, long time Better believe it Oh, oh, whenever you're not in my presence Feels like I'm missing my blessings, yeah So I sleep through the daylight, stay awake all night Till you're back again, oh yeah You think I'm biased to my significant other You hit it right on the head, only been missing my lover Got a whole lot of texts on my phone and I don't reply But the next day, boy, still you why That matters to me Yeah, yeah Ain't worried about nobody else If I ain't with you, I'm with myself You make me complete You're all that matters to me Yeah, yeah What's a king, babe, without a queen? There ain't no iron team You make me complete You're all that matters to me Did the gas out the car, it won't drive It's how I feel when you're not by my side When I wake up in the morning up under you And only you oh, oh, oh. Grateful for your existence Faithful no matter the distance You're the only girl I see From the bottom of my heart, please believe You're all that matters to me, yeah Yeah, yeah Ain't worried about nobody else And if I ain't with you, I'm with myself You make me complete You're all that matters to me Yeah, 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 yeah You're all that matters to me Yeah, yeah oh, 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 no, no
That was a cool
Thank you.
vocal right at the end. Wow. Damn. Doing a whole ass piano. Let's go.
I love you 今だけは悲しい歌 逃れ逃れたどり着いたこの部屋何もかも許された恋じゃないから二人はまるで捨て猫みたいこの部屋は落ち葉に埋もれた空き箱みたいだからお前は子猫のような鳴き声できしむベッドの上で優しさを持ち寄りきつく体抱きしめ合えばそれからまた二人は目を閉じるよ悲しい歌に愛がしらけてしまわぬように一つに重なり生きてゆく恋を夢見て傷つくだけの二人だよ何度も愛してるって聞くお前はこの愛なしでは生きてさえゆけないときしむベッドの上で優しさを持ち寄りきつく体抱きしめ合えばそれからまた二人は目を閉じるよ悲しい歌に愛がしらけてしまわぬようにそれからまた二人は目を閉じるよ悲しい歌に愛がしらけてしまわぬように
All right, very cool. All right, so Harmony, uh, Harmony's comment killed me for about the. I was so shocked. Okay. I would like to preface I was not entirely shocked by what song that they chose, but I feel like for the cover song, I was like it makes sense obviously because I feel like everyone is at least familiar with that song from One Direction, whether they want to be or not. I feel like it was a massive song for a reason. So, um, I feel like if you're a part of the Retail Hell gang, then you know that this one had been played God so many times. I've heard this song more times than I probably would like to actually listen to it. But I will say I enjoyed it. I think they performed it extremely well. I don't feel like I feel like they did it, they did it well to a justice. I feel like their voices sounded great. I feel like Anteam's voices are always really killer, but I felt like this one was a good performance of the song, certainly. I don't think there was anything that I particularly like took away from it more than I feel like I know how the song sounds, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Great performance. I feel like the crowd engagement was maybe like I guess it depends maybe demographically. I'd imagine maybe it might do well over here just cuz I imagine like obviously 1D is very global, but I don't know, maybe just the reception of it was like solid, but I feel like it would be more I don't know. I feel like it would have maybe been a little bit better received over here or maybe like, in Europe or probably Latin America and stuff. So, very interesting. Very interesting choice. I feel like what shocks me about like the cover songs is how they go about choosing them. So, I would be curious as to why they chose this. I imagine just probably solely based off the notoriety of the song potentially. So, was very interesting. But everyone seems stoked about it. Callis says my favorite K-pop song for real. Kai says I miss 1D. Callis says what do you mean they're right here? And Kai says oh yeah true sorry. Very nice. Um, Hardy says if there's one song that every boy group knows in all English, it's this one. That's fair. That's fair. And then Harmony had a few comments. They said, now is the start of their special stages and some solos, some dance performances, and some duets before variety content. It was Maki, then Fuma, which I remember correctly. After Fuma would be a good moment to pause, which we did. I did like Maki's vocal runs. I thought they were sick. And then the final comments were for that one was Harmony says this is an older song. Fuma was afraid of the reception of his voice. He was listening to the original all the way up to just going on stage. Wow. Okay. I like the dedication. I respect that. But um I like this. I think I had not heard the song that Maki had done before, so I feel like that one, and same with Fuma. I have not heard the one from Fuma as well, but I feel like maybe there was an opportunity for me to like know the Maki song, but I do not. It was very good. I would have to listen to the original certainly to kind of do a cross comparison, but I feel like his voice is very unique. Like I like some of his like vocal cadence, like he was doing like a little bit of a faster like vocal BPM in some of the spots, like kind of almost doing like a vocal rap section, like in terms of his like verbing, and I thought that was very interesting. Also like his main vocal tones were really good. I feel like I feel like he excels in kind of that like upper mid range to like higher register tone. Like there was just something about it that I was like, he was really digging deep for it vocally, and then as well as that, I feel like a lot of his runs, I would argue, I feel like he sounds more um I feel like he's more attenuated to that sort of vocal stylization in that song, especially again in that mid to high range register. And then he had like a little bit of vocal grit, which I like too. So I was kind of, I was kind of expecting it to pop off just a smidge more, but like beyond that, I really enjoyed his performance of that. Just him and the acoustic guitar was great as well. So that was really cool. Um, the Fuma song was very interesting. I would also have to give a listen to this one if not. But I feel like there was certain moments where I couldn't tell the difference between whether he was just like reading Harmony's comment about him being like listening to the song all the way up and maybe like being a little bit nervous in performing this song, or like it seemed like in some of the shots he was like his hands were like slightly shaking, which is not a bad thing. I feel like you're just like so either just so nervous about performing the song, or you're just like so engrossed in the song where you're like trying to pour out a lot of that emotion. And I feel like it might be the latter in this song specifically. I mean, there probably were some nerves certainly, but I would attribute a lot of maybe the more like handshaking like moments of the song to be more emotionally driving. Obviously I do not speak Japanese, so I feel like, I am definitely missing out on some inline parts about the song that might strike me emotionally, but I feel like his performance of the song vocally really was just like captivating. There's just something about it where like I feel like I was just sat here just enjoying it and really really picking out his emotion in the song. Like there's some moments of like not I feel like there's moments of like vocal shakiness, but not due to him not hitting the notes. It was just like there was just so much welled emotion in the song where I was like, damn, he's having a hard time like getting those notes out because there's just so much emotion attached to it. So I really love that. I feel like some people might not appreciate that as much, but I feel like for me that is like the true sentiment of just like, just putting your whole self into it. And so I really have to respect Fuma's dedication to the song and being able to perform it and literally listening to it up to the performance. I feel like that's a lot of a heart and a lot of, a lot of respect. I feel like from my perspective of just being like, I've never performed on a stage, more or less perform a song that I'm like trying to pay homage to. I feel like I would probably feel that way similarly to the way Fuma felt, if not probably worse, because I am not a K-pop star, so I feel as though I feel as though the bar is definitely set a little bit lower for me, certainly. But great performances from both of them. I feel like both had definitely both unique performances and like vastly different song choice. So I feel like we're getting a wide spectrum of different sounds. So Harmony says the emotion that Fuma captured felt like the feeling of almost being on the verge of tears. I would also agree with that comment as well. I feel like there's just such a emotionality to the song that I think he portrayed very well. And again, I think there was just so much heart put into the performance that I think you can't help but come out of it feeling like, wow, like this is like a very beautiful performance. And I think he did it with just such grace. So you love to see it. So very nice. I guess we'll keep it moving here. I'm a little bit ahead here, so hopefully
지금 이 말이 우리가 다시 시작하자는 건 아냐 그저 너의 남아있던 기억들이 떠올랐을 뿐이야 정말 하루도 빠짐없이 사랑한다 말해줬었지 잠들기 전에 더는 듣자마자 말해주던 넌 생각이 나 말해보는 거야 슬퍼서 날 바라봐주던 그 눈빛 날 불러주던 그 목소리 그 모든 게 내게 슬퍼서 더 달라질 게 없는 듯한 느낌 어제 너만 잊으던 순간들 지났지만 넌 너무 예뻐서 아직도 가끔 네 생각이 나 어렵게 전화를 걸어볼까 생각이 들 때도 많지만 Baby I know it's already over 아무리 원해도 너는 이제 이미 끝나버린 지난 날의 한편의 영화였었던 걸 알아 날 바라봐주던 그 눈빛 잘 지내라던 그 목소리 그마저도 내게 보여준 눈물까지 너와 가졌던 순간들은 지났지만 넌 너무 예뻐서
I'm pretty sure I remember liking the guy on the left in when we covered Anteam originally.
うわ
Still got a great voice. Wow.
すごいね。ちょっとちょっと
Let me know if there's a good spot to
良すぎない？
pause harmony.
この
Okay,
カバー
yep.
ステージ、
Okay.
ありがとうございます。
どうで
I did
し
like
た
K.
アルネのみんな。最高でしたよね。なんかね、嵐の曲っていうか2人の曲みたいだったよ。
怖いこと言わなくて
怖い。
でも本当にこんな、大好きな曲を大好きな皆さんの前で披露できて本当に嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
でも大好きだからこそすごいこう緊張したと思うけど、
確かに。
しましたね。1日目とかも手こんな震えてて、実は。
初日
Okay.
ジョーが笑えてなくて
Thank you, Harmony. Keeping me on
さっ
track.
きバースのジョーのパート
あの涙ぐ
涙本当に涙ぐんで涙
泣きそうでした、本当に。
でももともと実は僕のお姉ちゃんがこの花より団子に出てったんですよ。
出てた。
エキストラでですよ。
え
ちょっと面白いですよ。
3年目
I
で
was
した。
like,
初耳
what?
なんかそれは終わっ
He
た
had
後
me
に
for a second.
聞いて、あれそうだったっけってもう家族みんないやそうだよって言って、後から気づいたんですけど
間違いなく出てた。
すげえな。
出てたらしくて、しかも結構出てたらしくて、いや絶対探さないでねなのでまあすごい縁を感じましたね。個人的にもそうですし、
すごいね。
Oh, nice. That's
いや
sweet.
でもジョーさん、
はい、
衣装ってこれ2人で考えたの？こんなコンセプトでいこうって。
そうですね。今回ちょっと本当にドラマにこう原作みたいな出てくるようなこう衣装をこう考えながらやったんですけど、この場合はなんかタートルネックがいいよねとか、その方がちょっと花猿っぽいよねとか、なんかそういうのをこう2人でこういろいろ話し合いながら今回作った舞台でした。
いやー、それが完璧なステージにこの3回目でなったんじゃない？
ちょうど花より団子の、シーンで写真ずっと調べてたら、こういう2人でこうやって歩いてるシーンがあったんですよ。でそれをスクショして「けージョー」って書いて送りました。
そしてこのコンセプトに仕上がった。
ちょうど髪色も相まって
いやー、完璧な世界観を作ってくれましたよ、2人が。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
素晴らしい。いやー、そして、風磨豊さん。
あれ
こっちになったか。そっち逆に
僕同じことやらないからね。いや、風磨豊さんの I love you もすごかったんじゃないですか。
ありがとうございます。
ねえ、いやでもチャレンジだったでしょ、この曲をやるっていうのは。
いやそうですね、もう僕の中ではめちゃくちゃ大きなチャレンジで、それこそもうずっとルーの皆さんにもう歌で頑張って歌で何か届けてって言って、なんか本当にどんどん時間が過ぎていっちゃったんですよ。まあでもそれを今回本当に3周年っていう特別な日エンデーで改めてルーの皆さんにこうやって僕が伝えたかったものを伝えれて、しかもI love you でI love you で伝えることができて、ちょっと本当に恥ずかしいんですけど、若干泣きそうになっちゃって、そういやめったにないですけど僕泣くとか全然泣かないんでまあでも本当にそれだけちょっと感動をもらったし、僕も感動をあげれたんじゃないかなっていう曲になって本当に良かったです。ありがとうございます。
最
Couldn't
後だって
relate.
歌い終わった後のこの挨拶がちょっとじわーってきたもんね。もうあれがなんか口パクでってやったらもう完全な世界観だったね。
ありがとうございます。
いやーでも愛がしらけての「あ」が尾崎豊だったね。完璧
さすが。
めちゃくちゃ聞いたんで、
そうでしょ。
いやもう裏話、その本当この始まる本当にもう10秒前までずっ とスマホで
聞いてたんだ。
もうそれくらい緊張してるんで。
いやだって今日横浜にずいぶん尾崎豊がいるなっていうぐらい尾崎豊の歌ばっかり流れてるもん。本当に。
そんなありがとうございます。すみません。
ありがとうございます。そしてゆうまさんはデイシックスエポッソチョワッソ
ちょわっそですか。
モシッソ
もしそうですか。
チェゴヨッソ。
なんでそんなチャラいんですか？
すいませんでした。
ありがとうござい
よ
ます
かったね。いやロックバラード似合うね。
本当ですか。
うん
ありがとうございます。それこそこの歌準備しながら韓国のヘメ受けてる時にいつも僕らやってくれるその先生がその曲似合うねみたいな言ってくださって、なんかそこでもちょっと自信つきましたね。
そうなんだ
でも
ね。
本当にこの曲が本当にもうやるこのエンデイ1週間前ぐらいに決まって本当に急ピッチで準備したんですごい本当にどの声も緊張したんですけど無事できたのでよかったです。
Did great.
でも歌詞のね世界観を知るとすごくもっとこうグッとくる歌だけど、
そうなんですよ。
ターのところでマイクスタンドをギュッと握りながら歌ってる姿におじさんはもう涙が出ましたよ。
ありがとうございます。
ちゃんと見てますよ。
めっちゃ見てくれてる。
はい
ありがとうございます。
いやでもどうでした？ねえ本当にちんちゃもしそっそ。
おお。
かっこよか
ちん
ったですよ。
ちゃ出ました。
いやーということでもうちょっとここまででも今年のエンデやばすぎません皆さん。やばいですか？でもまだまだいきますよね。ここからですよ。はい。ということでこの後もどんどん走り抜けていきたいと思いますが、準備どうですか？いきますか？
いけます。
はい。いきますよ。
行きましょう。
はい。ということでここからさらにライブで盛り上がっていきましょう。続いてはこのステージです。
Yo, Lunay! How you guys feeling tonight? Let's make this summer the best summer ever. You guys ready? Let's go.
The sun goes up, I'm sorry, forgot me. I don't do love, watching the getaway. Are you living like this? Are you living like this? Living like this? Are you living like this? Come on, nice on a brand new way. 어제보다 더 취해서 집에 가네. Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? Thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? 사실 너가 없어서 내가 꿈꿔왔던 거 전부 의미가 없어진 거 아니 없어진 거 The sun goes up, I'm sorry, forgot a name. I don't do love, 어제는 내 기도에 I've been living like this, living like this, living like this. I've been living like this. Jumping short, I got you something weak. The funk is this, you're tapping on my back. Are you thinking about me? Thinking about me? Thinking about me? Thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? 넌 tell my life's good, 나는 불평 못해. I'm gonna 가다 내 빈자리를 재. 우리 하지 말 말처럼 쉽지 않네. Every night, every night. Ay, 소주병 계속 pop. This sounds from the block up. 구성 be walking. 오늘도 move in silence. 그들이면 충분해. 나는 난 묘지 Carolly 안 돌아가면 돼. 이래는 나네. Yeah, yeah. Say. 방금 내가 한 말 씻어 show away. 네가 저지르던 실수를 전부 뭐해서 지우고. Don't loudly, yeah, baby girl, I'm sorry. 사람 말은 나지 잘 믿지 못하지. 기대하지는 마, please. 너랑 나로 잡히 되고 말은 nothing. 네 삶의 시시계는 난 BBBS이 서로 기지개 네가 잘못해잔 바랄 테니 한번 좀 전화해. 아침 늦는 뜨면 다 쳐다보면 사실 너가 없어서 네가 꿈꿔왔던 거 전부 의미가 없어진 거 아니 없어진 거 yeah, yeah, yeah. Stay, stay. 방금 내가 한 말 실수 so wait. 네가 저지르던 실수를 전부 머리에서 지우고 담배 불린 땀 돌아올래 yeah yeah won't stay 방금 내가만 실수 so away 네가 저지르던 실수를 전부 머리에서 지우고 담배 불린 땀 돌아올래
You guys ready? Let's go!
내가 아닌 저 사람과 세상을 만들어 가지마 내가 아닌 저 사람과 세상을 만들어 가지마 내가 아닌 저 사람과 세상을 만들어 가지마 내가 아닌 저 사람과 세상을 만들어 가지마
All right. Very interesting. Cool stuff. A couple comments here. Let's see what we got. Connie says, Yuma, my boy, his voice is so pretty. I would agree. Harmony says, Yuma has such a unique tone. It looks like the song that Kay and Joe performed was a song from Boys Over Flowers. Very nice, very nice. And the last song was with Nico, and they said, I adore Nico, but I think he really struggled with this at times. I think it has to do with his ankle. Okay, we'll run through the songs in a reasonable fashion here. The Yuma song was great. I think he performed that excellently. I would also agree with Connie and Harmony's comment about he has a gorgeous tone. I would also agree with that. I think his voice just suit that song really well. I know that some of them, I would assume, and maybe I'm making a little bit of brushstrokes here, but I do feel like they all have like it's all very interesting, at least from not only I think the K-pop performance, but I feel like it's always very interesting for me to see like when these artists choose these songs, like why are they choosing them? You know, is it something that has to relate with, you know, how well they can sing these songs? Like, do they love performing this song? Like, you know, what goes into the thought process? And I love getting kind of like a little bit more of the backstory on why they chose these songs. And like kind of the interim with that, with the one person that's kind of doing like a little bit of the MCing for the show. Um, but I thought that was really cool, and I thought his explanation for the song was good. It's insane to me that he had like a week to practice this song, and I think he nailed it. I thought that was really impressive. So I love that. But yeah, I think his vocals just fit super well in that kind of like rock ballad status. So I'm not really surprised he did really well in that vocally, but I just feel like his just tonality is what stood out to me the most. Like obviously he's a great vocalist, great performer, but like I like his tone is really gonna stand out a little bit more so to me now, knowing that he has done kind of like this solo song and performed in that way. I thought that was really cool, and now I'm gonna like, especially in more of like the live stuff, as well as their catalog. I would be like, oh wow, okay, I'm really digging what Yuma's doing. And I know I probably had pointed him out a few times in our original deep dive, but like now I'm starting to like formulate how some of these people sound. So it was really cool to hear that, and he was great. The next one was, it looks like it was Kay and Joe. They were great. I've not heard the original OST, so I feel like I can't really truly comment on that song, but thought their voices were really nice. I feel like a lot of their moments were really sweet. Like I think they were a good duo together. You know, I loved seeing them kind of both like interact with themselves, but I also feel like as well, like there were some cool moments where like they were playing off of each other. It's always interesting to see like which members do like kind of the solo songs and which ones kind of group up and do a dual and do like a dual you know, a duo song. But yeah, I thought this was great. I think like Kay kind of had a little bit more of those like darker tones, I guess, in his voice a little bit, and I feel like Joe kind of had like more of the lighter vocal moments. So it's kind of cool to see a little bit more of that contrast, I guess, vocally. But I thought that was really cool. It was a good performance as well. Again, probably for me, I have to go back and listen to the source material certainly, but I feel like overall, you know, I feel like their performance of it doesn't stray too far from the OG. So very, very nice. Nico's performance was also very solid. I enjoyed it. I will probably also agree with Harmony's comments. There was definitely some moments where I feel like vocally it was like a little bit shaky, not like terribly. I feel like he still like, still performed it very well. I don't know, like again, how serious the ankle injury was, but I can imagine, doing dance performances and stressing it out a little bit more. I obviously affects your body, and I feel like that also affects how you perform. So I'm not gonna be aggressively harsh to Nico, not that I would be anyway, but I feel like for him to kind of dig deep and do arguably a 2.5 hour long performance, obviously getting big breaks in between is still pretty damn impressive to me. So I think for him to really just like personally dig deep and perform after having something like that happen, I feel like I have to give him a lot of kudos for his fortitude and his ability to still perform after that happening, because he didn't want to like be you know taking the time off for it. Obviously, hopefully it's better now for him, but in hindsight, but I do hope that again, I hope that everybody that performs in that space gets the treatment that they need. So I'm glad I would imagine, is doing much better now. So very cool. Um, Harmony says, yeah, you liked Yuma's nasal tone from time to time. Very nice. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm starting to remember some of my commentary, so that's cool. And Harmony says he was being wheeled behind the scenes according to the documentary they released. Wow. Okay. That's, like I said, damn near impressive to me. So very nice. Very nice. Well, again, hopefully Nico is doing better now. He seemed like he was fine in the MV that we just watched at the beginning. So seems like he is healed up. So very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, we're going to keep it moving here. So let's get it rocking.
"まだこの世界は僕を飼いならしてたいみたいだ」「望み通りいいだろう」「美しくもがくよ」「互いの砂時計」「眺めながらキスをしようよ」「さよならから一番遠い場所で待ち合わせよう」ついに時は来た昨日までは序章の序章で飛ばし読みでいいからこっからが僕 と一緒にいよう。
悩んでる体が熱くて指先は凍えるほど冷たい。どうした早く言ってしまえ。そう言われても私は弱い。あなたが死んでしまって私もどんどん年老いて想像つかないくらいよ。そう今が何より大切でスピードを落としたメリーゴーラン白馬のたてがみが揺れる。少し背の高いあなたの耳に寄せたおでこ。甘い匂いに誘われた私はカブトムシ。流れ星流れる苦しい嬉しい胸の痛み。しょうがない忘れることはないでしょう。しょうがない忘れることはないでしょう。
Aw, that's sweet.
If good girls get down on the floor, tell me how low will a bad girl go? She probably pick it up, drop it down real slow. Either that or she's upside down on the pole. That's when I got the mic, throw it up in the sky. Let it come down slow, watch it all fly. Front to the back, then side to the side. Then we head back to my crib for the night. That's how it goes down all night long. She whispered in my ear, said she loves my song. This is why I'm hot, she got it on the phone. Top 10 down low, number 1 ringtone. I'm in my zone, tell me what's good, what it be? Can't say I'm what you want, but I got what you need all night. It's alright, we can dance, but you gotta keep it up a little something like this. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this.
When you come around me, treat me like you miss me, even though you've been with me. When you come around me, do me like you miss me, even though you've been
Oh man.
난 right now get still like a neon silent to the left to the right to the trick of the night and it's got down and it's a kind of needing my wife that it's a no and they got my yoke on the one that I fly look at that and move just like that you're my purpose when I get it past the guy you got 간단히 하이로 따라서 낯선 나이라 providing the last move who got it back when you stay you touch on a
Ah, that's clean. Okay. Thank you, Harmony. All right. Very cool. Very cool. We did a couple different performances here, so love to see it. Um let's see here. The first one was Sparkle by Radwimps performed by Taki. Very nice. Um the next one, Harmony said it was Sweet. I don't know who it was, so Harmony, if you could let me know who was in the second performance, that'd be great. And then obviously we finished with the Yuma K and Fuma dance troupe in my split off for the video. But I'll start by talking about Taki since that was the one that we watched first. I like that a lot. I think I haven't heard the Radwimps song before, so I can't again. I feel like a lot of these songs I'm gonna rehash a little bit, um but I thought he did great. Like I said, he's definitely got I feel like all of them have like very unique I think I had mentioned it slightly. I feel like they all have unique vocal tones, which is always very interesting to me in a group that again has many different members. I do find that is very interesting from a like vocal perspective on still being able to pick out nuance of their voices. And I really like Taki's voice. I think he's an incredible singer. I think the song, I thought the song did a great job of amplifying his voice, but as well as that, I feel like also was cool to see him in a different like vocal tonality. So I definitely appreciate that a lot. I think he did a great job performing this song as well too. You know, he's got like this little bit of I don't I don't want to say it's indie style, but I do feel like it's probably about the closest commentary I can make about his voice. But he's got like a very indie sort of style voice that I feel like just works really well with like those more I don't want to say that Radwimps is an obscure band by any means or artist, but I feel like kind of like the song itself has like a good bit of nuance to it, and I feel like Taki kind of adds to that sort of vocal nuance throughout the performance. So I love being able to hear that. I probably would. I think in terms of all the vocals and all the performances, I would like to go back to and listen to again. I feel like Taki's would probably be the one that I'm most curious to take a listen to again, just because I really enjoyed it a lot, and I think his voice just sounded really good with the track as well. So appreciate that a lot. So shout out to Taki, great job. The following one was it looks like Harmony says the people performing were Harua and EJ. Okay, thank you. I thought they were both great. I feel like you'll find a running theme throughout this this stream is that I think they've really compiled a really great set of vocalists and members for An Team. I thought this one showed off like again like more of that softer, more like bright side of their music. I feel like maybe in their discography, not to say that they don't have bright songs, but it's interesting to see like white types of songs that they choose to perform on these stages, and I feel like kind of like the more brighter tonalities of both Harura and EJ I think were really cool in this song. And I think it kind of really encapsulated me. Like I was just sitting there just like I feel like I wasn't making a lot of like insane faces that I feel like normally come out of me for the most part, for better or for worse. But I felt like with that song I was just like just kind of just trying to savor it and enjoy it. And I like I said they're you know, I feel like their performances were really really nice together, and I think they're a really complementary duo, so I loved seeing them together. Just because I think their voices kind of played off of each other in a really nice way. So I enjoyed that a lot. So that was awesome. So and then real quick here, Harmony says I think Harua has a little bit of a darker tone to his voice than EJ. I would also agree, but I think I think to me again, mentioning a duo, I feel like their voices were very good together, very complimentary. And like when I listen to groups that like try to put them two together, or they chose to be, you know, chose to do this song together as a duo, I feel like their combination was really really good. So definitely like that one a lot too. I feel like that was also a sleeper song for me as well, but also enjoyed that performance. So very nice. Let's see here. And then after that was Yuma, K, and Fuma. Hardy says Loon lost their minds over this performance. I could definitely say that for sure. And Cody said this was so illegal. Harvey says I love just seeing their joy as at being on stage, even if it is illegal. Um, and also Cody says my man Fuma, let's go, and Yuma. And then Harmony says, I believe they are considered the three best dancers in the group. Not to say that any of them are bad. That's fair. I was gonna kind of make the same comment. Is like they were great performers, but I feel like watching the first part of this live was like also a treat too, because I think the choreography and performance was really good. I will say I think in terms of the three songs I think that they had for the dance roulette, I felt like the last one was really cool. I love that like handstand to like kind of flat. That requires it requires a lot of strength and you know, stability. So I feel like that was impressive, and to see them perform it with like just a smoothness that I've personally never seen, I thought that was really cool. Um I can understand people liking these performances for the like eye candy aspect of it. I won't disagree as well. You know, they are very good looking dudes. So, you know, I'm not afraid to admit I've said stuff like that on the channel before. I probably will continue to say that, but um you know, I feel like I could definitely admit that they're, you know, there is something that strikes something in you, I feel, to some degree, where you're like, okay, you know, like there is a bit of a flex there. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, maybe it's like a guy, you know, maybe it's coming from my perspective as a dude. It's like, damn, you know, like I respect it. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like the kudos, like the homage, you know what I mean? Like they're doing great shit. So I can understand why Loon enjoyed that a lot, because it was they were really great performances. But I feel like the one thing that I could maybe piggyback off of Harmony's comment was just like I feel like just you could tell they were just getting into the performances. You know what I mean? Like you can tell like with their facial expressions, you can tell with like their like, you know, body language to a degree as well too. Like they just enjoy being performers and performing, and I feel like that was just kind of clearly evident throughout like the not only the Jan's performance, but I just feel like generally is just like, you could just tell that they enjoy being on stage and performing. So I think for me, regardless of the like the appeal in aspects, I feel like, I feel like I also respect them as performers of just being like, listen, we're here to deliver, we're here to do our shit, and I feel like you got to pay a lot of homage to that. So that was really cool. But other like I said, I've enjoyed it all throughout, so I'd be curious again to see. Obviously we'll be getting into more of it, so very, very stoked. So great stuff so far. Very nice. All right, I think we'll keep the train of schmoving now.
いやすごかった。やばかったね。いやシャツの脱ぎ方が分かりました。いやすごいよ。ねえ。さあ、そして先ほど素敵なステージを飾ってくれたメンバーも来てくれましたよ。
Hey, listen, that guy knows. I'll jump ahead. We'll jump ahead a little bit. 140. Let's see. I don't want to jump too far ahead. That is a little too far ahead. Let's see. Okay, I'm at like 139 right now, so we'll go. Okay. Nice. All right, cool. Thank you, Harmony. That was sick. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the two songs that they've done. So 2 or 3 songs, actually. I think it was a couple. Very nice. Very nice. The first one was sick. I feel like the one they came out with was just awesome. I really do love their like stage performance. I think they've really got, I really feel like their stage performance in this video here was great. But I would agree with Harmy's comment about like the band, like the live band aspect, and it kind of goes back to like the comments that I kind of made earlier regarding the songs, like Going Blind was incredible, and I feel like they did such a great job of like. I still feel like incorporating a lot of the things that I love about that song, but also I think again playing up like a lot of the band aspect of it. I think that's incredible. I think that song did a great job of kind of playing both ends of the scale, where I feel like again the vocals were incredible, the stage performance was awesome, but I feel like their vocals in that song along with the band was great. Buzz Love, I think I was surprised about in their discography, but I still feel like this one also surprised me live. I love it. I think it kind of brings out a little bit more of that charm of the song. I felt like when I initially listened to it on stream with Anteam, like I enjoyed the song. I still think it's a really good song, but I feel like there's just like I felt like with Buzz Love, at least for me, is like the elements of the song were already sweet, and I feel like the band aspect of it makes like those moments feel a little bit sweeter. So I love that. I think that also the interaction with that they were having with like the fans on on those carts, I felt was really cool, and obviously very sentimental in that way. So I definitely appreciate that a lot, but I thought like their vocals really sat really well in that kind of again like indie-ish sort of feeling of the track. The backing band was incredible for that one as well. I like that like kind of really like twangy sort of clean guitar tone. I think that was great. There was like that 3-part harmony closer to the end of the song, which is incredible. I think they did a great job of doing that live. I feel like I feel like that wasn't on the original from my imagination, but it was executed very well live. I feel like that was well rehearsed, but yeah, I thought I thought those 2 songs were great, especially since we were like getting through like the obviously like the variety content, which is great, but I feel like their performance of this song was just really fun. Like both of them, I think were great in different ways. But man, I really enjoyed I really enjoyed their performance. So that was cool. So both songs are great. I feel like we got to keep it moving though, certainly, but enjoyed those a lot. So, all right, let's keep it moving here. Recent-ish, somewhat. Yeah, about 8 weeks ago. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, wow. Okay, I was like, this is awfully timely. So, very nice. All right. Try to. See how long it goes for. Just checked it out. It's talking from here. Okay. Did you want me to stop here? Harmony? Wait, no. Is there anything at the end of this video or no? Because if not, I'll just... Nope, not really. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. Nice. I liked the final two songs that they chose were good. I will say I think I might agree with you on Wolf Type. That was great. That one's I do remember listening to that one on the album. And I did like it. But I feel like this live performance of it was like so much more like I don't know. I think I position myself in a really more heavily biased state when I listen to live bands, um, and that's just again my preference. But just seeing them perform like with a band and stuff. Shout outs to the band; they did a great job of obviously giving them kudos as well too. But I felt like the performance of that song just kind of amplified my love of that song as a B side on that on Gold Going Blind. So I definitely love that a ton. The final song they did was good too. I will say, like, my first immediate thought was like, wow, this is like, again, and I know obviously for good reason he's the king of pop, but I feel like definitely had like an old like Jackson 5 sort of like chord phrasing to it. And I know that that's a very common like chord set nowadays. It's probably still will be for a while. But I felt like that was like okay, like I could get like a little bit of like a Jackson 5, like maybe early like Michael Jackson sort of sound, which is great. You know, I still feel like that is I feel like for me personally, I feel like it's a very timeless sound. So love hearing that his influence is still, you know, still very heavily in pop music regardless of where they're from. I feel like, you know, he will always have a monumental impact on pop music, but really enjoyed that one as well. I feel like the production of that was a really cool live, and I feel like this kind of gave me the full gambit of what I can expect. And I know we've checked out some like variety content from them. I know we've checked out obviously live performances from them with like either band versus non-band. So I feel like they're a very talented group. I'm very excited to see what they have, you know, what they're going on with in the next few releases. I really hope that they continue to do well. I hope this most current Korean release does well for them, and hopefully it will get them you know, over into other countries, you know, more specifically like Europe, America, and Latin America. I feel like that'd be really sick. But yeah, they're a very talented group. It seems like they really enjoy it too, and obviously I hope that their treatment as a collective are well, so that they can continue to you know, still continue to put out great music. So this was awesome. This is again, I already liked Antine when we covered them initially, but I feel like now I feel like I have a lot more appreciation for what they do. So very nice, very nice. Harmony says, them live is a treat. I agree. Thank you everyone for having the patience with me for this choice. I really do enjoy them and I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much, Harmony, for sending me the video, and it did not blow my computer up. So that was that was awesome. It just took a little bit to get started. So very sick. Jazz says, thank you for the pick. You did great. I agree. Biscuit says, thank you, Harmony. I also agree as well. Yeah. Also, I feel like it's easy because I'm just using my player. So it was a good time overall. Love to see it. Again, I'll give my pitch. If you're coming through Wednesday, we are doing Halloween related or Halloween adjacent type songs. If we have some extra time, maybe we'll do outside of the K-pop sphere of music. So I feel like we had a pretty decent amount last I checked. So but yeah, we will most likely do that. And if we have time for some extras, then obviously we'll throw those in as well. I'm just trying to see here because I know we had a couple new ones. So yeah, if we got some time, it looks like we've got. Let me see if I can count all of them real quick while I'm on here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I think we've got a good list. Some of them I've already checked out because we did a Halloween stream last year. So I know some of them I have checked out. I've checked out like the Animal Farm by BB, Sunmi, A Full Moon. I did check that one out. When we covered Jackson Wang, I think we did do Come Alive, I'm pretty sure. I know we did a couple VIX songs. Let me see if there's any others. Yeah, I think we did Voodoo Doll. I'm like 95% sure. I don't think there was any others I saw on this list that I knew beyond that. So very nice. I think maybe we did check. I want to say we did check out the wavy one that Cal put in the the Halloween stream. But if you haven't gotten in, please add it in. I will probably be checking like late tomorrow when I get done with work. So if you have not gotten your pick in, please do so. But yeah, very stoked. And then following Monday, I feel like we probably should start on Connie's because we have not done Connie's yet. And I know I've been bad at reaching out to Connie for doing BAP. So if Connie's available next Monday, I feel like we should probably start BAP because I know that one's gonna be quite the long one. So so I'm excited to get into it. I'm pretty sure that's what Connie had previously. I'll check my DMs, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that is correct. So Harmony says, I'll be in class. I gave some songs for myself and the kid sent some too. Very nice. Gunky says, I still have some to add. Yes, no problem. Andy says, oh, thank you to the Harmony and Connie as well. Connie said we can do it on Monday. Thank you. Okay, cool. Thank you, Connie. And Gunky says, I'm excited for BAP. Biscuit says BAP. Jazz says, let's go BAP. Andy says 3/4 of my songs have already been done. I'll see if I have more. If you want to remove them, Andy, that's no problem. Like I said, I feel like just to preface, I mean, I'll go check them out again certainly, but if you did not watch last year's, I know it's on a playlist. I'm pretty sure on YouTube already. So if you wanted to check out the ones we did listen to last year, then that should give you a good barometer. But yeah, very excited. I don't think there's anything else to announce other than, as I mentioned, Patreon is up to date on all the content. So if you have not joined Patreon, feel free to do so. Also join Discord. I feel like we had a few new people join Discord. That is the best way to know who we cover, We stream every Monday, Wednesday. I usually ask Discord first to see if there's anything that needs to be added to the list. Just because I know we have a ton of artists and groups that we have not fully covered or not covered at all. So we'll have to do that. I know I think in the new year, we will be doing Twice officially. I have unofficially done some of Twice's stuff, but I don't think we've actually gone back and done Twice from the beginning to current year. So we I feel like I have to do that prior to seeing them next year. So other than that, I feel like that's probably the only one that hasn't been done 100%, but can be done. So, and then I know we have end of the year coming up, which is going to be chaotic, but I'm very excited. So, cool stuff. I don't think there's anything else, chat. Brandon likey Twice. That is true. I do love Twice. They are the goats. I love them. Excited to see them. But if you have anybody that you would like for us to check out that we haven't, join Discord. Like I said, that's the best way to get the name in. Let me know. I'm getting a pulse for people, what they like, everything. So appreciate it. But thanks again to Harmony. Kudos to Harmony. Wheel is coming up soon. So if you've been hanging out, please join. I mean, if you're hanging out on Twitch, the wheel is like in a week. So join through. Would love to see you. But very nice. Thanks, chat. Again, thanks, Harmony. Appreciate the time and the effort. So we will see you on Wednesday for Halloween. Peace.